A lot going on in sports. What's happening? It's your mans. You are watching LocLife Sports Radio on WJZZ, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And LocLife Sports Radio is the name, and Sean Don is the game. Man, we got a great show for you tonight. Man, NBA, man, we're gonna go there. As you know, LeBron James got suspended for 2 games for a punch in the face. Now this gets deep, y'all. LeBron got jammed up, man, and he got caught up in the paint, and he got tied up. And what happened is LeBron threw an elbow, y'all. Your sweet LeBron James, who you love so much, who's only been suspended 2 times in his whole career, he threw an elbow. He threw an elbow so bad that LeBron drew blood. Now we're going to slow down on this because there is some significance to what happened. And the Detroit Piston culture, the Malice in the Palace, the Bad Boys, we're going to go there, you know. So he threw Isaiah Stewart a hard elbow above the eye, drew blood, and once Isaiah Stewart realized that he was leaking, he charged up. He got mad. It kind of reminds you of the Malice in the Palace when Ron Artest was laying on the bench and then one of our fans they started throwing stuff at him. You know, Detroit fans is just hard on all our athletes, right? You got to be very careful when you're dealing with the Detroit Pistons, playoff time, rival teams. Thank God we're not in the Palace of Auburn Hills. The only way that incident didn't get out of control is because they was not in the Palace of Auburn Hills. And you know what happens in the Palace of Auburn Hills when it's time, right? The Palace of Auburn Hills, they always, spiritually and culturally, you don't want no problems in the Palace of Auburn Hills, right? So what happened is, as you guys know, Bron just came back. He just came back off an injury. The Lakers aren't doing well. We'll talk about the Western Conference and who's leading the West and who's leading the East right now. But all eyes is on the Lakers. The Lakers was down 12 in the third, and they lost their last 3 games. You know, culturally, the Lakers don't lose, man. The Lakers don't supposed to lose culturally, right? We're always used to Lakerland being Lakerland. When we think of Lakers, who do we think about? Come on, who we think about? You know I'm gonna say Kobe, Magic, obviously, right? Kareem, James Worthy. You know, we can go down the line. You know what I'm saying? It's a long line of a Laker culture. They got a lot of rings behind it. So the Lakers win. That's what they do. They win. You know, and Kobe put the play down for so long that when you think of Lakers, you think of win, right? So man, let's get back to this elbow in the Little Caesars Arena, right? They was down 12 in the third. He just came back. Brian tripping. He's not used to losing, and he getting beat by this young Piston team, and he got tied up by this new cat. You know, we're not. You know how the league look at us, man. They don't look at us like they don't respect us. They never did respect us. Jordan don't respect us, right? Jordan's still mad from what we did to him in the 80s, right? We're gonna talk about Isaiah Thomas and what Magic did to Zeke, right? We're gonna go there. Not yet though.
Yes, and we want comments and likes and shares. But we're gonna probably have to continue
Isaiah Stewart realized he was leaking, and it's time to fight. It's time to fight, bro. You want to throw elbows? We're gonna throw elbows. But here's your sweet LeBron James, right? I'm going to show a clip. I'm going to show a clip pretty soon. You threw a hard elbow, you got tied up. Okay, man to man, we know, especially if you play ball, you know that when you get down there in the paint, you get up under the basket, it get physical, right? You can push, you can grab. There's different things that you can do to be able to move your man out the way, right? LeBron got so tied up by dog. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not the strongest person in the league, bro. It's other people that put their shoes on like you, right? So work out just like you, right? So what happens is I believe he was frustrated. I believe he was frustrated, and I felt like he was in a position that he's never been in before. He's never been on the losing side of things, and he was down 12. This young man got him tied up. Out of frustration, Brian did what he did. Brian threw an elbow, and he connected. But here's what confuses me, y'all. What confuses me about it is the peacemaker. He played peacemaker after. But if you can look at it in slow motion, he threw an elbow. An elbow is an elbow. It don't matter. You can't throw a slow or a fast elbow. If an elbow connect, an elbow is going to connect. You're going to feel an elbow. He threw an elbow so hard, he drew blood, right? Brian got suspended for 1 game. Isaiah Stewart got suspended for 2 games. Why? That's what I'm tripping about. Why? It's obvious LeBron meant to do what he did. But it was so easy for him to back out of it and say, I really didn't mean it. You know, I'm going to get a soundbite on that. I really didn't mean it. I really feel like he even said that he felt like he shouldn't have been suspended for it. And for you to even feel like that, man, you know what I'm saying? You throw a punch, you throw an elbow, you draw blood intentionally, you're gonna get fined. But what I'm talking about is how the NBA don't want to see him in that light. They don't want to see him in that light. They don't want to see him. They don't want to see him as a bad guy because he's been a good guy for so many years, right? Man, we playing a physical sport. Things get heated. You know what I'm saying? So I get that you was upset. I get that you was tied up and you couldn't move, and that was your reaction. But what I'm saying is man up. Man up. Take responsibility. Say what you did. Man, don't go on TV talking about I don't feel like I should be fined. It was an accident. It's clear as day that it wasn't an accident. But you want to protect your sponsor so bad. Don't get me wrong. I like LeBron James. I ain't gonna say love. I like LeBron James. LeBron James is a standard of everything that you would want out of being an athlete in America. From school, his son played ball. Great. We never hear anything bad about him. So I'm not here to condemn LeBron James. What I am talking about is I am talking about the Jordan rules. All my real hoopers know the Jordan rules. We're not talking about the Jordan rules. We're talking about the LeBron rules, right? So you mean to tell me you can punch somebody in the face and play innocent, and then when dog react and he ready to get at you, the NBA come down at him and suspend him for more games than you get suspended because you playing good boy, right? But you punch me in my face, bro. I don't care who you are or where you at. Like I said, an elbow is an elbow, right? A punch is a punch. Why didn't LeBron say, hey, man, I need to be able to have the same punishment that you would give somebody else? Because I can't have people in the league thinking that I can get away with stuff like that. Man, listen, the NBA is changing, bro. It's a lot going on. A lot of new guys has emerged in the NBA. And these guys is balling, and they don't care about a LeBron James. They don't care about a Russell Westbrook. They don't care about an Anthony Davis. These guys are 20 years old, 21, 22 years old. They're fresh out of college, and they're talented, right? What's my man name out of Minnesota? I forget bro name, but he's balling. And we got John Morant. You know, John Morant doing great things. I like Alex Caruso out of Chicago. Alex Caruso is doing major work in Chicago right now, right? I definitely believe that the NBA needs to treat the superstars. They need to start handing down the same punishment as they would give a regular nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call them nobodies because they're not nobodies. You're obviously not a nobody if you made it to the NBA. But I don't want to send that message that I get special treatment, because we all knows what happens when you somebody who appears to get special treatment, right? Everybody gonna come down on you. It's not looking good. He just got fined for grabbing his hookup. You know, they fined him. LeBron is really going through some things. He's going through a transition right now. And, you know, back to the Palace and Detroit and throwing elbows, that's probably not something that you want to do. What's up, Farron? I got Tanzania, Africa in the building. What's up, boy? I hope all is well, my brother. That's not a message that you want to send. And you definitely, I don't want special treatment, man. Don't give me special treatment. Treat me like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm here playing ball too. Yeah, I got mad. I threw an elbow. But do you feel like if it was in the Palace of Auburn Hills, would he have got the same pass? Why is this man protected like this? You can draw blood on the court, man, and walk away. But the NBA has they've always looked at the Pistons like that. We never got our respect, man. Even after we won the championship in 2004, and when the Bad Boys won they back-to-back, we still never got our respect. And I'm tripping on how people think that they can come to our house, do what they want to do, throw elbows, draw blood. So we draw blood now. So that's what we're doing now. So, okay, yes, our record isn't great. Yes, our record isn't great. Where we at? We all the way down on the poll, on the total. Yes, man, we are number 14 in the Eastern Conference. Okay, so what? Does this give you the right to come here and try to little dog us? Ron Artest tried to little dog us. LeBron little dog. He was little dogging us in 2000, 2001, 2002. Right? Okay, it's all good. It's a sport. I'm with that. But when we start drawing blood, man, when we start going for blood, then things are different now. Because I don't remember the last time LeBron James got punched in the face. I mean, I'm serious about this, man. We're going to come back to that. Listen, man, you are watching LocLife Sports Radio live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Please like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. I want to give a shout out to my followers on Instagram, my LocLife Dread Hub followers. Thank you for tuning in. You guys see we doing different things. You know, we're in the media too. And if you want to call, you got to comment on LeBron James being a good boy. You know, I still have a microphone here, and I would love to go back and forth and share dialogue with somebody who has interest in the same topic. What's up, NBA? So you mean to tell me we need to send a message to the league, man? How about that? We need to get serious. I'm saying, I mean, do you really want to go back? Do you want to go back? Man, they've been teaming up on us since Zeke made the comment on the podium. Do you remember when Isaiah Thomas made the comment on Larry Bird? Remember? Because I think it was Dennis Rodman that said, man, we've been sticking up for each other forever. Come on, man. It was Dennis Rodman that said Larry Bird, if Larry Bird was black, he would be just another great ball player or something along those lines, right? Isaiah Thomas didn't want the media to throw Dennis Rodman up under the bus. Don't quote me. I think it's Dennis Rodman. I don't have time to look it up, but these are facts, okay? Isaiah Thomas sat at the podium next to Larry Bird, and he stood up for his teammate because they asked Isaiah Thomas about what his teammate said about Larry Bird. Larry Bird was sitting right next to him, right? And Isaiah said, man, well, what is racism? Because they was calling him a racist. Bam, bingo, there it is. They was calling him a racist because they said if he was black, he'd be just another ball player, right? Okay. What happened is they came down on Zeke over that, right? But what did our boys do? What did our guys do? The NBA slammed Isaiah, right? Slammed him. Called him racist and everything. All he was doing was sticking up for his teammate because he didn't want the media to throw his teammate under the bus, right? The boys got together. They said, man, look, if y'all gonna play my man like that, y'all playing all of us like that. So y'all want us to be the bad boys? That's who we are. We the bad boys. And what happened? They came out and kicked everybody's ass, right? Beat Jordan down. We didn't beat him down, literally. But, man, the game of basketball is physical, right? I mean, okay, all this goes full circle with what I'm talking about with LeBron, right? The game is physical. The game comes from being physical. I get that. But, man, if we drawing blood, we drawing blood, right? I'm saying, do you want to be the good boy or do you want to play? Because if you want to play for real, bro, we don't like you anyway. Don't get me going, 04 Pistons, 02, 03. Don't get me going. We never liked you in real life. So now, where in the NBA has he ever done that to anybody else? Why the Pistons? Why come on our home court and feel like since you down 12 in the third quarter, you can throw elbows? Oh, where I come from, playing ball, throwing elbows means, oh. So that's what you want to do. Okay, what that means is we might fight on the court. Am I lying, y'all? Come on, man. If my man can't handle you and he decide he want to start throwing elbows, right, then what you gonna do? If that's what we doing, then that's what we doing. I'm not about to walk off the court. I ain't no hoe. Excuse my language. We'll mute that. We'll edit that out. But for real though, come on, man. And you know, let's bounce back to the Pistons, right? Culturally, historically, people feel like they can do this to us. Man, you know what? All this go hands in hand. They say our city is hard, and they say that our city is tough. You know, they talk about the auto industry and how tough we are in our city, right? Man, all this is full circle with the Motor City, man. And I'm saying he walked out of here unharmed. He walked out of here untouched. And one of our ball players ended up getting suspended more because the NBA felt like they needed to come down on him for reacting. So now I can't react. So now I get punched in my face on the home court. I'm leaking. And now this dude get to just walk up on me and then tell me that he's so sorry and he didn't mean to do it, but it's obvious that you punched me on my face. Is that how y'all Cleveland boys roll? That's how y'all Cleveland boys roll, huh? Because like I said earlier, where I'm from, on the court, you throwing elbows, you're going to have a long day. So, real quick, man. Let me go back. 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 Check this out, man. Frank Vogel, the Lakers head coach, says that, I quote, this is what he said. He says, to me, it's one of those things that can change the momentum of your season. To see guys rally around a teammate that just got ejected like that in a strange circumstance. Play with incredible guts. Are we kissing ass and making excuses? Another sign of disrespect. You come to my home court, you punch me in my face, and instead of your head coach taking responsibility and coming down, see, man, no one takes responsibility these days. Everybody wants to be so perfect. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to be the one to lead the way, want to be seen in that light. Man, it is what it is, man. Okay, don't throw one of your players under the bus, but be for real, bro. Now, what he's saying is, he's saying that, and I read the same thing on ESPN. A columnist, a journalist wrote that, could that incident spark the Lakers' success? Y'all want them to win so bad. Oh my God, bro. Like no one wants to take responsibility. Bro get punched in the face. Alright? Dog get to be able to walk off the court with a 1-game suspension. He go back to Lakerland, and now you guys are saying maybe that incident will spark the Lakers' success. Steph Curry, please beat these boys. Please, Steph Curry. Boy, man, I can't wait till Klay Thompson come back so bad, bro. Because now we're cheating now. Now we're showing favorites. Now it's a favoritism game now, right? What if somebody punch Stephen Curry in the face? Right? Let's be 100. My man is shooting the basketball from the locker room with his eyes closed backwards, bro. He just went into Brooklyn, beat them down, shimmying and legging and doing all the extras, shooting the ball with his eyes closed. Ain't nobody drawing blood. I'm saying, what we doing? Is we drawing blood, or are we just playing basketball? Because to me, it seems like the NBA feel like they can do whatever they want to the Pistons. I'm just trying to figure out if that's what we doing. So back then, we had enforcers. The NBA was built on enforcement. Let's get back to these call letters, guys. It's Station ID. You are watching LocLife Sports Radio, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And you are tuning in to the host with the most, Sean Don, LocLife Sports Radio. Man, we got a hell of a topic today, man. I can go all day on this, man, because, you know, it makes you think back, man. It makes you think back to when Magic X'd Isaiah off the Dream Team, right? See, no, not Magic, excuse me, y'all. Jordan didn't want Isaiah on that Dream Team. That year, Isaiah Thomas deserved to be on the Dream Team. He didn't get picked. You know what I'm saying? I think they picked Christian Legner. They had Christian Legner, and it was a couple other guys that they selected, but it was obvious that Isaiah Thomas was a leading assist and scorer leader. I believe. Don't quote me. But Isaiah Thomas, it was always said that Jordan was the reason that Isaiah Thomas wasn't on that Dream Team. That had Magic, Bird, Jordan, Chris Mullin was on there. Charles Barkley was on that team. David Robinson was on that team. Karl Malone was on that team. Clyde Drexler was on that team. It was a lot of people that ball hard that got selected, but they blackballed Isaiah Thomas. But we all know that Isaiah Thomas led the Detroit Pistons, and you know that when you met the Detroit Pistons, you knew it was game time. Bill Lambier, we had Bill Lambier, we had Buddha, we had John Sally, we had Dennis Rodman, right? Rick Mahorn. Man, Rick Mahorn was knocking cats down all over the place, bro. Okay, maybe it's safe to say that we built this reputation. Man, we got 3 championships out of that. We got 3 championships out of that. Out of that hard work, aggressive ball play, not being pushed around, not allowing people to be able to do whatever they want to us. I mean, that is down hard Detroit culture. That's Detroit's way of life. You can never push us around. And what I'm saying is if the NBA want to draw blood, then we can draw blood because it's obvious that the fans and our staff don't mind drawing blood. Man, Rasheed Wallace will pull up on y'all boys. Don't pull Ben Wallace up out. Don't awaken these monsters. Like, don't awaken that culture. That's my message to the NBA. You don't, if you don't want them problems, y'all need to be cool. We understand, even to this day, y'all. Michael Jordan called us some midgets on the Last Dance, right? And Scottie Pippen said he wouldn't piss on Isaiah Thomas if he was on fire. Man, what does that tell y'all? Them boys do not like us. They never liked us. They never respected us. They never gave us our respect. When Ryan Artest was in the Palace, he laid down the hard foul. He thought that he was gonna go lay on our table in our house. Yeah, you from Brooklyn. I mean, you from Queens. You a pretty big dude. You respected around the NBA. Yeah. St. John's. Yeah, Ron Artest went to St. John's. You want to lay on our scores table and you want to put your feet up, right? No, bro. You get a milkshake to the face, bro. In the middle of the playoffs? No, bro. Ben Wallace damn near took your vocal cord out your face, boy. And you're going to go lay on our scores table and put your feet up. We would not been able to do that in Indiana. We would not have been able to do that. It's the audacity to feel like you can disrespect us, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about the disrespect, man. So, we had a reputation for being hard, but now we got a reputation for being soft because we number 14 in the East. For the NBA to stand on a coach saying we're going to be successful behind uh, an opposing team member getting punched in the face. Now you want to set a standard, right? We're talking about standards. We're talking about being a good boy, right? Uh, the face of the NBA, right? You want to show that you can punch somebody in the face and you can get away with it and you can be successful after. So forget the fact that this dude got stitches or whatever, or he had to heal. That is going to light fire into our system and we're going to be successful. I don't think that's the way it should go. I don't think that's culture, and I think that If we're going to play old school ball, then we need to play old school ball. I think the NBA need to put some respect on our name, and it's not called the Jordan rules anymore. It's called the LeBron rules. But hey, guys, LeBron is on his way out. He on his way out, and he wants to win so bad. So I hope the NBA, come down. Hey, listen, man, listen. The Brooklyn Nets are still number one in the East with no Kyrie Irving. Every week we're gonna do an update on what's going on with them. They are at number one. The Miami Heat is at number two, and the Washington Wizards surprisingly at number three. And don't sleep on Giannis. We got Giannis holding down that fourth spot, and the Bulls holding down that five spot. So things are shaping out in the East, man. Let's see. In the West, we still got the Warriors at number one, and we got the Phoenix Suns at number two. D-Book. Man, shout out to all D-Book fans. I'm not one of the biggest ones. We have the Utah Jazz at number three on the West. What are those Lakers like? Those Lakers are at 11-11 with that A spot. So it is going to be very interesting to see exactly what they do and how they do it. So how do you feel? Man, comment. Please comment, man. Come on in. I would appreciate some feedback. Do you feel like LeBron James get that Jordan treatment? Do you feel like the NBA disrespect the Detroit Pistons? I mean, do we disrespect ourselves? Because what are we doing? What are we really doing, y'all? We number 14. We had the number one pick. We picked Cade Cunningham. My brother Smoke Joe, I was cutting his hair yesterday, and out of nowhere he said, "You seen them Pistons?" And man, I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to say. He said that we are missing something. Man, we are missing a whole new staff, bro. We need a superstar. We need somebody to come in here and change the culture. And I don't think it's a kid out of college that can actually help us. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we got a long way to go. But just because we are who we are don't mean you can come in our house and disrespect us and start throwing elbows. Because if that's what we gonna do, then let me know. Because it's a lot of boys out there that want to throw Steph Curry some elbows. Because you taking hood shots from the locker room, bro. And all this shimmying and shaking that you doing, you throwing your skill in our face. I mean, just imagine this, y'all. Steph Curry is so great at what he do. He leads his team the way he does. There's really no way to stop him. How do you stop him? Mike Tyson said one time, y'all. I'm a big Mike Tyson fan, y'all. Mike Tyson said about Floyd Mayweather. Somebody asked Mike Tyson, how do you beat Floyd Mayweather? He said, you can't. You have to cheat. What this means is we know that you're great at what you do, and it just so happens that you can make threes with your eyes closed. You can shoot a three with your eyes closed, turn around before the ball go in the basket, and then dance while you're walking down the court, and then listen to the crowd go crazy after the ball go in, with you not seeing the ball go in. You're that great. So we're competing together. So what does this mean? Back then, the Detroit Pistons played bully ball, bro. The whole league played bully ball. What are we talking about? Letting your superstar just get off. If I'm defending you and I know that you are as good as you are, bro, you're gonna get hit in the face. Because oh, call me a cheater. I know some people will say, man, you weak for that, Shine. Come on, Shine Die. Why you want to throw elbows, Shine Die? You talking about LeBron throwing elbows, but no. What I'm saying is I'm saying that I came to win too. And before you think you're going to do what I just said all game, 4 quarters of basketball, I got to play a mental game with you, bro. Because physically, I can't beat you. Physically, you're so good at what you do that I can put my fingers in your face while you're shooting and you're still going to make the shot. So guess what? Game 6, Game 7, fourth quarter, you've been untouched the whole playoffs. You got 30-some points. You dancing and having a good time on my court. I got to send a message. Not even send a message. I need you to think about something else while you shooting that basketball. Man, if you continue to keep hitting your shots, I got a caller. What's happening?
What's going on with you?
Man,
I like what you're doing.
Oh, say for real, huh? Thank you so much. How you doing? What's your name?
I'm doing pretty good. My name's Nicole.
Nicole? What's up, Nicole? What you doing, Nicole?
Sitting here laughing at your show.
Really?
Yes, because I just feel like LeBron, he didn't get touched, and I also feel like that little incident with him and Isaiah Washington, I feel like that was an accident. Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it was an accident.
Do you?
Yep.
Even with the blood?
Even
when you seen the blood?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Because when they kept replaying, LeBron was unaware of the injury.
Okay. Was he now?
LeBron was unaware of the injury until Isaiah came and started, was in his feelings about that. But this basketball is a hand-on-hand sport.
Right.
So I don't know why they would get angry anyway, that upset anyway.
Let me ask you a question, Nicole. How do you think the NBA will respond because LeBron never taken one of those before. Like all his years in the NBA, nobody has ever intentionally swung on LeBron James. So how do you feel the NBA will react if he get his wig split?
I feel it will be a much bigger punishment to the player, only because of his popularity and his favor. The NBA favor him, if sort of say, but I do agree that I do believe it'll be a bigger punishment.
Okay.
But I don't know. He's made the NBA money. So I can't really.
Yeah, you saying it? Come on. Yeah. Well, listen, Nicole.
So he's the breadwinner, so they're gonna treat the breadwinner with the most favor.
Absolutely. Do you think that's fair though? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Nicole, thank you for calling, man. Please, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. And just like the page, man, and call me back next week, man. I really appreciate your insight.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Man, that was amazing. Thank you, Nicole. That people feel the way they feel. People feel, and that's one of the reasons why I love holding this platform, because I like to get different views and different takes from different people. A lot of people don't feel like LeBron was wrong. That's from the hometown. It is a man's sport, and in another sense, man up, bro. Man up. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a mistake. hey, mistakes happen, bro. I'm not here to say that things don't happen. I'm just here to say if you want to fight, we can fight. If you want to come here, you want to show out, you want to, you got to know. That's what you got to know. They don't say that no more. That's the old saying. They was saying that, but that's what you got to know. If you come to Detroit and you start throwing elbows and you think it's like that, then we don't do well with blood. We don't do well with blood. And if you fight one, you gotta fight us all. It's always been like that. Mama taught that. Mama taught us that. So listen, man. What else we got? We have the Detroit Lions. I don't even know if the Detroit Lions is even worth talking about. Is it disrespectful for me to say that? Hell, where we at? Let's see. The Detroit Lions just lost to the Browns on Thanksgiving Day. And here's the funny thing about the Lions, y'all. Okay, I don't watch the game anymore because I feel like during the time that they are playing, I could be doing other things with my time, and it's always disappointing. But I like to see. It's entertaining for me to see what happens at the end because it's like somehow, some way, we lose at the end. In the end, so it's like I love it. It never fails, man. I always know that we could be down 7, we could be down 3. Even if we have the ball, somehow, some way, somehow, I think we cursed. I feel like the Lions and the Pistons is cursed. Man, I'm driving down the street and I'm like, damn. In the middle of a meal, y'all. I'm like, man. In the middle of a meal going to get another meal. Man. I'm like, man, I think the Lions is playing today. Let me see what's going on, right? So I go to my updates on my phone and I seen the score. And I said, man, the Lions are in the lead, but the Browns have the ball on the Lions 20, and it was like a minute left to go. And I was like, well, this can still end in tragedy because all they got to do is kick a field goal, right? And it was like third. There wasn't even at the goal line yet. It was like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Don't quote me. And I'm like, well, we up right now, and this would be a great win on Turkey Day. We need a great win, and this would be a great win on Turkey Day. All they got to do is be able to hold these boys down at the goal line. But we all know a field goal is a field goal, right? So my phone don't update on its own, right? So I noticed that the clock had stood still for a minute, so I figured that they was on commercial. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm feeling good about it. I'm driving. I'm like, man, we're going to be all right. We get this good win today. The weather isn't great, but, man, if the Lions can get a win today, I'm happy, right? What happens? I refresh my phone. That's what happened. I refreshed my phone, and the win side was on the Browns, and I just lowered my head. And I just said, dog, Don Campbell, head coach. General manager Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes. Non-affiliated. No affiliation. I don't know that, brother. Because I don't know what they're doing down there. Man, is it the money? Because these boys subject to go on strike. I done went on strike as a fan. I'm no longer looking forward to it, man. We have the Minnesota Vikings here next week on Sunday at 1 o'clock down at Ford Field. Go if you dare. Listen, guys, I had a wonderful time tonight. I had a great caller, and you know, we're going to revisit this again because I'm pretty sure somebody is going to do something again to disrespect our home floor. Do I like the Little Caesars Arena? No. Do I wish they would have got rid of the Palace? No. Man, I missed them long trips down 75, man. Y'all remember going to a Piston game, man? You had to leave an hour early, man, and then you sitting in 75 and you in line just waiting to get to the Palace. Man, the Palace of Auburn Hills was like an experience, man. I want to say it was almost like the Pontiac Silverdome, right? You may be too young to remember that, but that's where the Detroit Lions used to play in Pontiac back in the day, in the 90s, where Barry Sanders played at. So, man, we got to get it together. Maybe we all need to write a letter to management and tell them to do something, because I'm definitely tired of being on the losing side in sports in our city. Listen, y'all, you are watching LocLife Sports Radio live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. I'm your host with the most, Sean Don. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all have a great week. Follow LocLife Dread Hut 1 and 2. Love my bundles. Skylar Dog. Hey, man, LocLife is the brand. We love you. We'll see you next week.